Hi there, this is Rob, and this is the 2-minute overnight overview for Monday. We saw some action at the close on Friday for the third time in the last 4 days, so let's take a look and see why. The EdgeFinder noted a study that showed when ES is closed at a 20-day low and above the 200-day moving average, it's tended to gap up the next day, and risk-reward has favored the long side. Next, let's take a peek at the odds sheet. Here we see quite a bit of green once again. If the averages show up higher than 55% profitable and a profit factor over 1.3, which is the minimum criteria for me to consider a long trade, then they are highlighted in green. 5 of the 8 index securities we track qualified. This included ES, which is the one I trade, and hence the one I pay the most attention to. Price action for ES was solidly positive, as was internals. Seasonality was just neutral, though. When seasonality is strong, I'll set a target using the X target amount. Otherwise, I use the standard target. In this case, that meant I would use a stop of about 8 points and a target of about 4. So, as I indicated in the trading room discussion page before the bell, I went long at the close. Let's take a look and see how the night played out. ES closed around 1421.5 on Friday. We saw a dip Sunday night after Asia Open, followed by a rebound. Then some excitement around the European Open led to a rally there. My target was hit just after 3 a.m. with a 4-point gain. Those that held until the Open could have made an additional point. So the overnight edges trade ideas are on a bit of a hot streak right now. It's important not to get too excited during hot streaks or too upset during cold streaks. No streaks last forever. We've had 5 or 6 winners in a row here, but over time my win rate's been about 60%, and that's a more realistic expectation. Of course, one of the things I like best about overnight trading is that hot and cold streaks have been largely uncorrelated with my other strategies. Anyway, let's take a look at the daily chart and I'll discuss a study there. The gap up this morning was from a 20-day low. It's struggling to stay positive right now, so I looked at all other times since 2000 that ES closed at a 20-day low, but above the 200 moving average, and then gapped up but closed lower on the day. Here's a look at the results. 15 of the 21 instances have been followed by a gap up the next day. With winners and losers about the same size, that meant a profit factor of about 2.5 and what appears to be a possible upside edge. Thanks for listening and rest easy.